Okay, so today we're going to be pulling the 5-tooth ripper instead of the 7. It's about 30% smaller than the big ripper. And then the 9530, which is an older rig of the guy that I work for. We're going to be ripping some small fields. And then later on today, I think we're going to be getting back on, or we're going to be starting to disc some of those areas that we ripped that you've seen on the video. Anyway, let's rock. Okay, like I said, we're pulling the smaller ripper today. It's probably 12 feet wide, 5 teeth instead of 7. The other one's, the big ripper is probably 18. And the reason why we're pulling the small one today is, well, the big ripper needs some parts. So the boss man's going to take care of that today. I'm going to continue on with some of these smaller fields. Yeah, I think there's, I don't know, 15 acres here and same over there. But I'm going to rip some of these smaller fields, get these out of the way, get back towards the ranch, and then hopefully the ripper will be ready, because that's obviously got to be first before disc. Anyway, I'm going to continue on here, and hopefully I won't make it too monotonous. So I forgot to mention to you that each one of these satellites implements self-steering apparatuses, whatever you want to call it. In order for you not to waste, I mean, the tractor will follow the grid line, but whatever you're pulling, the implement, the width, you program that into the console, into the unit, and then it automatically adjusts these grid lines to whatever you're pulling. Right now we're pulling about 12 feet. The other ripper is probably closer to 16 feet. The big disc is 24 feet. So once you program all those in, the grid lines for the track on your tractor will, you know, adjust to whatever the size of implement you're pulling. So you're not disking over areas you've already disked, or ripping over areas it's already ripped, etc., etc., etc. Just thought I'd throw that in there. Well, I'm back in the 9620. The other tractor I was driving, the 9530, went back to the shop for service. I'm working in a different field now. I get bounced around, but it's okay. Back to pulling the 7-tooth ripper. And just having a good time. You know, automatic steering on your tractor gives you all kinds of opportunities. You got time to eat. Definitely got time to drink. You can text, take phone calls, daydream. But you got to be careful, because when you're daydreaming, that's usually when something breaks. It's okay to eat. It's okay to text. No daydreaming though. No. Good beef jerky. Well, another day done. It's about 6 o'clock. I'm gonna head back out to the house and start over again tomorrow. There's one thing we didn't talk about that I wanted to explain to you, is that even though we do rows, whether it's north, south, east, west, against water, with water, and it's all automatic steering, like the rows you see here, when I rip this, the reason why they're so straight is because of the GPS, or automatic steering. But you still have to close the field freehand. So if this is the field and you make your rows in one direction, your cuts, you can't get down here at the ends. So you have to close the field, and closing the field usually takes anywhere from 3 passes, probably. That's what I take, about 3 passes. And you back into the corners and you drop your implement, whether it be disc or rip, and then you continue on. You turn the corner, lift up your implement, turn the corner, back up, drop your implement, and then continue on. And you do that until the field's closed up, everything's been ripped or disc. And it's usually about 3 passes. Usually does it. Sometimes I goof up and I have to make another pass because I'm either lifting up too early or you know, yeah, like I told you, I wasn't born on a tractor. But I've done this quite a bit, enough to know what needs to be done and what doesn't need to be done. The really concerning part is that you think if you miss a spot while you're ripping, no big deal, you know. Well, that ground that you're ripping has got to be prepared for the next crop. When you rip for oats, like we're doing now, you don't rip so deep because the roots aren't that deep. But when you rip for corn, you rip deeper because the roots go deeper. And if you like mix some spots and it just gets disc and not ripped, that could affect the growth of the crop, whatever that is, and in turn could reduce production of that field for whatever crop you're going. And that crop, whether it be corn or oats, out here for these ranches is all silage, and you don't want to shortchange the feed for the bread and butter, which are the cows. So it's real important that you do a good job. You don't want to shortchange the rancher for the feed for his cows. That would be a Short story for you though. I got up this morning to go to work, and I helped get the kids off to school. And my little granddaughter, she's in there singing a song, da 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 da, and I get a little closer and I can start making out some words, da 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 da, and I get a little closer and she's singing, fart bubbles in the water, fart bubbles in the water. Oh man, country girls, gotta love them. Well, that's about it for today. Thanks for coming along. I appreciate your company. God bless, and hope to see you again soon. Good night.